Welcome to episode 1 of Living the Abundant Life with your host, Jess. And today I have a very special guest, JP.
Or James.
Or James. All right, so we're just going to hop right into it. Tell the people who you are, what you do, and one thing that the Lord has been teaching you in this season.
Well, I am James. Some call me JP, owner of JP Films LLC. This has been a journey. I've been doing this for how many years? Let's go 12. Ups and downs. Failing. Well, honestly, I wasn't failing, but it has been tough. I quit, but for real.
We can't even be serious
right now.
It's been
tough for real.
It's been tough, okay.
What the Lord have taught me is people not going to be with you when you down. You don't even really be down for real. You just be going through something. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes they can't wait till you go through something. So they can, say, oh, I told you. What you should have did was this. You don't listen. This extraness. So
Okay.
He's taught me that they're not gonna be in your corner all the time.
Okay, so
Only when it's good. So
you feel like the people that you started your journey with are no longer with you?
The people I started my journey with is some is, some not though.
Okay. All right, talk to me about how faith has impacted your journey in business as a creative. How do you approach opportunities and things of that nature with your faith?
Well, I feel like all I got is faith.
Okay.
Because I'm not good at planning. I just wake up and whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like, God gonna have to make it happen. Because that's all I got for real. I don't really like tell people like, I'm working on this. Cause the first thing that says, don't you think like, what if you can't do it? It's gonna take a long time. So I just rather not even say nothing. So I really only depend on God for real.
I think that that's so important. And I'm gonna reiterate it for those of you who did not catch it. Be very mindful when the Lord is giving you a vision, when he's giving you a business. Be mindful of the details that you share with other people. Only because certain people cannot handle your destiny. Certain people cannot handle the weight of where God is calling you. So you have to be very mindful in the things that you share, because when you share details, you open up the door for doubt. You open up the door for fear. And I love that you said that you have understood like the power of being quiet and not always sharing with everybody, because everybody is not privileged to know that information.
Like even if it's already in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Like, what if it don't work? But I don't want to hear you say it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to tell me like, it might not work because you got to pay this, you got to pay that. So in the real world, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially what I do though, because it's optional. Like people can be like, I got to pay bills, so I ain't booking with you today.
Yeah.
Or just anything. Versus somebody that do nails. Girls always going to get their nails done. Like they going to find a way to get their hair done.
Yeah. That's quite true. It's very true. Where there is a will, there is a way. Yeah. Okay. Talk to me about a time in your journey where you felt like the Lord had abandoned you, or he just wasn't as faithful as you would have liked him to be.
I don't think he abandoned me. I think I was just rushing.
Ooh, talk about that. Talk about that.
So I know they say don't look at other people that's in your field that's doing. Well, don't look at it as like, how you get there before me? So in my case, I used to be like, I know you living wrong for sure. Like, because I would know though. So I'm like, how is it that it's working for you? It's working for me too, but just on a slower pace. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm like, bro, you don't even live. Not saying like, if I know you a little bit or I see like how you treat people, it's like, how's it working for you? And I treat everybody good. I don't down talk people. I try to speak life even when I'm not feeling the best. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So he didn't abandon me. I just was being impatient.
Okay.
Even though they be like, it take 10 years. In 10 years, you should be such and such.
Yeah.
That's not really true though. Because this probably like my 12th year and it's just now starting to
the momentum.
pick up.
Yeah, the momentum. Okay, I want to stay right there for 2 seconds because you said something that I think was so profound. Understanding the pace of God and not measuring to the left or to the right.
Yeah.
It's like trusting that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. And that when you begin to compare, you actually lose faith. Comparison not only steals your joy, but it also diminishes your faith. And so tell me about a time where you felt like you needed more faith. What did you do when you were empty on faith? Like, did you reach out to somebody? Where did you get the strength to keep going when it just felt like you were just going against the grain and nothing was working?
I don't know. I didn't lose faith though.
Okay.
That's all I got though. So I
love
can't
that
really.
you keep saying that. So you got.
No, because I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
I never was like, oh, I'm about to quit. Because the further.
So quitting was never an option for you.
Like,
Okay.
somebody be like, you think it's really, like, you really made for that? What if it's not that? And I'm like, it gotta be this because I didn't start until I was 24 or 25.
Yeah.
It ain't like I started when I was like 16, like, oh, 15, I want to be a photographer. I didn't even think I don't even know where this came from, to be honest. I just remember I quit my job because my boss was like, yeah, if you don't like your job, why don't you quit then? And I was like,
great idea.
I had too much pride. I'm like, bro, I quit. No, you know how everybody be looking at you? They looking at me like, oh, what are you about to do? Actually, I'm about to quit with a car note.
Yeah.
So then I went to school.
Okay.
I'm not saying go to school for the school check, but that was one of my reasons. Like, ooh, I'm going to get a school check and I'm going to figure out what I'm about to do. And I chose film. Even though people was like, you can't really make a living off that. Because you got to think it was 10 years ago. Now it was cool to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was doing it when it wasn't cool. So I was already going against everybody. I'm like, I don't care what you say because you don't know. Actually, you get scared for real. You don't know no better because you're a slave.
Oof.
Not to know, because look, let me reword it. You really are a slave. But I'm not knocking you for you being that, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know no better.
Yeah.
But it's scary. It is scary though. Like, then when you got kids, you do got to kind of, it's really about the kids.
That's true. And he doesn't
But I
have
don't
any kids.
So even if I did, like now, if I have a kid now, I'm still doing this.
That's so powerful.
So I can't really, yeah.
I love that you keep saying faith is all that you have. That is a resounding message I keep hearing. Just like faith is all that you have. Do you feel like someone gave you this faith, introduced you to this faith? Or do you feel like the Lord has just been building?
Yeah, I kind of already knew for real.
Okay.
Because I was like a loner. I'm still a loner for real.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. So when it comes to like, even me trying new things, I would just try. Like it might sound crazy because I would just pick up and just do it.
Yeah.
But you know, people around you, they always gonna say like, what if? Everything is what if, like, for sure.
But what if it's amazing?
That's what I'm saying.
What if it does work out?
And then when it starts to work or you shoot something big,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, I saw you did Bow Wow thing. But what about when I was doing like local people? You know what I'm saying?
So stick right there. As a person of faith who is a creative and a business owner, how do you handle successes?
I don't think I'm taking me in for real. Like, cause even when
Explain
I did,
that.
when I like shot like Hillary Clinton and Magic Johnson when they came to Tri-C, I still didn't even. I thought it was regular. I didn't take it as like, oh, it's a big thing, but it really was a big thing.
Yeah.
I guess because I probably wasn't satisfied. I was like, oh, I did that, but I could do more. Instead of me actually enjoying the, like, you know what I'm saying, the interview I got, I just thought it was regular. I didn't think it was regular. I wasn't happy for real. It was like more people was happy for me than I was. So I'm like, I guess I just wanted more.
So your ambition keeps you in humility because it disassociates your ego from the success or failure.
Yeah.
Because how do you approach like failure?
I don't know. I feel like you don't fail unless you quit.
So your definition of failure is
like quitting completely.
Quitting. You don't see.
Like if I just be like, you know what, I'm selling all my camera stuff. I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah.
And that mean I quit.
And that's not.
And it is people that like start like where I'm at, then they sell all their stuff. Then they try to get it back, but it's hard to get it back. But you should have stuck with it. Not saying I can't tell you what to do though.
Stick to itness.
But you gotta just like stay there. It might look crazy. That's only because you're looking at other people.
It only looks crazy when you're looking at other
And
people.
if you got some people like in your family telling you like, I don't know, bro, like, cause it do happen like that. Like I remember when I first started, people was like, yeah, you know, Walmart hire. I remember when like, I'm like, bro, stop telling me that. Why you keep telling me that, bro? Like you go apply for it.
Yeah.
Like what that got to do with me?
What if someone's not as strong-willed or strong-minded, or what if they don't have, and we talked a little bit before the camera actually came on, what if they don't have this super faith, right? What if they're creative and they're just like trying to figure it out? How important is community? How important is the voices that surround you? How important is that?
I feel like if you got people around you that's like pushing you, so let's just use you for example.
Okay.
Like we started this before.
We did.
And then you be like, oh, I ain't doing it. And I'm like, why though? Like you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a person that's next to you or even around you to tell you like,
Yeah.
man, you can't do it. You will think like, man, I can't do it. Like even when I got the Bow Wow thing, I thought it was like a scam.
Yeah.
Like Bow Wow's,
I remember you sharing that. That's
his
true.
his cameraman like wrote me on Instagram, and I'm like, I don't know, this probably fake. Somebody asked my dad because I was in the car with him. I'm like, is Bow Wow here? Then he was like, I think so. So I'm like, oh, this probably is real. So I wrote him back like, yeah, I could come. Mind you, it's 5:15. I'm not even home. He was like, be here at 6. I'm like, oh, this is how it happened. Cause you gotta be ready.
Gotta be ready.
So I ran home. I told my sister like, can you drop me off downtown? And stay woke though, cause she had to work. She had to work at 5 in the morning. She dropped me off at like, I got there at like 5:45. I'm like, bro, you gotta stay up. Like this it though. Like don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just stay up. She's
Yeah.
like, bro. And then she always in my corner, like my sister. Both of my sisters, but really my little sister. She for sure believes me 100%.
That's true.
Like give me anything. Like when stuff happened, like with my camera stuff, she'd be like, I'll go half with you. Like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I owe you a lot for sure. So thank you. So yeah.
Thank you.
But she stayed up and waited for me.
Yeah.
She be happy for me like when I get big stuff. Even little
Yeah.
stuff. Like when I didn't want to do like weddings because I was scared. She was like, bro, you can do weddings. Come on, man. Like I told you, like when you got somebody that's telling you you can do it,
Yeah. It
you would do
changes
it.
everything.
You like, you know what? I can't do it.
Yeah.
But if you got negative people around you, even if they can't do it, don't tell me I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fan my belief. Okay, I want to double back because you said something I think is important to just kind of highlight. You are ready. What are some practical ways that you can stay ready? Like if you have the faith or the expectation that your breakthrough is at any moment you can get the phone call that changes the trajectory of your life. What are some practical things that you feel like you've done and that someone watching can do so that when that moment shows up for them, they don't shrink, they know what their capabilities are, they trust themselves enough to get out there and do whatever needs to be done?
You really gotta. I used to do this. Like I used to look in the mirror. Like I can do it.
Okay, talk
Like
to me
you
about
really
that.
gotta do that though. But say it out loud though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so affirmations.
But you
Speaking life.
You got to though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta like just be hungry. Like I've been
okay,
doing it for
stay
so long, and I
hungry.
still I didn't lose like the hunger.
12 years and you're still just as hungry as you were on day one.
Yep. But I love doing it too though. Like it's not gonna be too many people that's gonna stay up,
Yeah.
edit footage, like sync audio. You might make a mistake and delete your whole project and have to start over.
It sounds like you've done that before.
Or you might lose all the footage on your hard drive and have to pay $720 to get it back.
Sounds
Or
like
you
you've got
lose
some experience
everything.
in that.
You know what I'm saying? So you really just gotta want it for real.
Okay, so
Even if it
determination.
Because it do take a long. Your path might not be mine. You might blow up overnight. And that's what I tell like younger photographers. I be like, bro, don't look at me though.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to just network with people, and that's something I didn't do. Which I was cool with that, because I wanted to like come with my brand already built.
Yeah.
But that's like pride and me not wanting to ask. But I'm
Ego.
like, bro, you should ask. Like, don't do what I did though, unless you want to take a long road.
Yeah. Okay.
But just I would say network with people and just ask for help.
Networking, determination, affirmations, making sure that you're speaking life.
Really telling yourself you can do it though.
Yeah.
Because it is gonna be some people like, bro, you been doing this for, you
Yeah.
still ain't.
Yeah.
Because you might get that. But I'm like, you just don't get it because you don't get it. That's it.
Do you waste your time explaining to people who
No.
lack understanding?
They don't even do that to me no more. Like, why don't you don't do that to me?
Say they've learned
Yeah.
how to approach you in that way.
You gotta put yourself first. And you gotta like sacrifice. So if you need to buy something you kinda really don't need, just buy all the camera stuff.
So sacrificing.
You gotta sacrifice. Like your love life. Cause I'm picking my cameras. Not saying like that. It's been people that told me like, that's why you're gonna be single for the rest of your life. Cause all you care about is that camera. You know what I said? Oh well. You ain't for me though. You know what I'm saying? You just not it though. Cause you won't understand.
That's true.
I'm gonna fit both of y'all in. But you want too much, like you know what I'm saying? Hey, you want too much. You gotta chill.
You stressing me clean up. You have to edit this part out.
For real, that's what you saying.
Okay. Do you, as someone again, as someone who is a believer, right? Believer in Jesus Christ, do you sit with the Lord to get strategy, or do you just trust that He just speaks to you and you just go with that?
I just wake up and go.
Wake up and go and trust
of course,
that
I'll say
He's
a
leading
prayer,
you.
but I'm not even about to question it. Like, I ain't gonna fake for real. I used to be like why? Like, I'm so good to people but it's really it's not on my time at the end of the day.
It's not your time.
And that's all I used to say. It's not my time yet.
And when it is my time, it will be.
Like, and I might not get paid for it, but what I do is gonna like open more doors.
So sowing seeds. Let's talk about that. So for aspiring creatives, right? Let's talk about having a heart of service, right? So maybe it's not your time. Maybe you're not front and center right now in this season of life. Talk about the importance of being able to sow a seed and trust that the Lord, in His good and perfect timing, will bring about a harvest for you.
Because most people, they be like, oh, I want the money. Because I used to be like that too. I used to be like, I'm not about to, what am I doing that for? It don't benefit me. Like, people got bills to pay. You don't always have to do it, but do it sometimes.
Yeah.
But you got to do it for people that you know would appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do it for somebody that's expecting it. Like, oh, I'm such and such. This is a good look for you. It's not a good look for me, though. Because it's really helping me more because I know you're not about to tag me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just got to don't always chase the money. Like, you might need the money, but, like, just give back sometimes.
Discernment is key. And that's what I hear. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear having discernment and knowing what is good soil to plant seeds, right? Because everybody's not good soil. So inquiring of the Lord or trusting the Holy Spirit when there's like a piece, okay, this is good ground to sow into, whether that be time, resources, encouragement. I sow seeds of encouragement all the time, right? I'm not in a place where I can financially always sow a seed, but encouragement is free. So if I see a creative and I'm recognizing that they're putting good things out there, the quality is good, I see the hard work, I champion that. It never hurts to share, never hurts to comment or to engage, right? All of those moments, all of those things, though small, they play a major role in the acceleration of creatives. Because
when you do, so if like shoes going slow and I ain't really feeling it, I would go on like Instagram and look for like a business owner.
Yeah.
But somebody that never really had nothing professional.
Yeah.
And I would just like do like a promo video for them.
That's literally how we met.
Because that make me feel good though.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, if I help them, and I know they actually really working hard, they probably don't got the money.
Yeah.
Or what I'm charging, but if I've been following for once, I'm like, oh, you know what? I could just get them this, and then maybe it'll turn into something.
Okay. What are you most excited for? What's been sparking you with joy?
I feel like I'm kind of close to like the blow up part.
You feel it?
Yeah. So I say that every year though. I'm like, dang, you feel like this year it's gonna be. But this year I really feel like it. It already started off crazy, so I was like, I opened a fortune cookie, and it was like, oh, you believe your...
Not the fortune cookie. We definitely edited that part out, because what?
We gonna do the fortune cookie?
The fortune cookie?
I mean, it's not really...
How you gonna be filled with Jesus?
No, okay.
Out here with a fortune?
No, first of all, like, okay, look, I don't really believe in the fortune cookie. It's not like I was like, I'm not believing in the fortune cookie. It just said like, oh, in February, like, you're gonna get a big break. And then like February 9th, I got like the Bow Wow call. I'm not saying it was the cookie. It was already coming. That was just a.
That was the confirmation.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna let you cook with that one. We don't want to confuse the people.
Oh, yeah,
we
okay,
just want
I
to make
forgot.
sure
We
that
can
we are
take that
not
first.
looking to fortune cookies for
Not
prophecy.
that though. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Well, I always believe in God. I really think it's just God all around.
He's in
That's all I got,
He's
so.
in everything. It's very.
I'm not
true.
gonna tell a human because a human is just not gonna understand. They're gonna try to like discourage me.
Okay. So what's next? Tell me what's next. Tell the people what's next. What's to come.
What's next? More writing. Really writing.
Writing.
I want to tap. Like,
Oh, tell them about your book.
Oh yeah, I do got an ebook. This is basically a teach book. How to start photography.
So if you are an up-and-coming photographer and you're looking for beginning basics from someone who has over a decade of experience, who has built a successful business from the ground up, those tips, those tools, the resources, the background information that they don't tell you on the internet is all in that ebook. And I believe it's only
$10.
$10. So for $10, you get over a decade, 10 years
And I got
of
examples
information.
of like photos and all that. So, and the name of the camera I use, the lens, the settings. So it really like walk you through the whole thing.
Yep. And I think there's more to come on that. Where can the people find you? How can they get connected to you? Do you have any upcoming specials? Where are you?
Everything JP Films 216.
Instagram.
Prom special.
There is
That's
the
it.
prom special.
That's about it.
Yep. So if you have someone going to prom and maybe you haven't taken care of the photography or the videography yet, JP still has some slots available, and this special is pretty amazing. I believe it's only $250.
Yep.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It don't.
All right. What is one thing that you can leave the people with? Whether it be a quote,
I don't got
something you
Just
live by.
like believe in yourself. Put God first, and don't listen to humans because they tell you anything.
Actually, I need a shirt that says, "Don't listen to humans because they tell you anything." I want that on the shirt.
I just feel like people be trying to discourage you. I'm about to go off topic.
That's okay.
I keep saying don't listen to people because they'll tell you like I don't want to. They just don't understand. If you tell them an idea, the first thing they'll tell you is like the negative part of the idea. Like, why don't you just like say, "Oh, I'm broke for you. Go ahead and do it."
I think people are trained to speak from their own personal experiences, and what we will come to find is that very few people have actual success.
Yeah.
And so they're not speaking from a futuristic perspective. They're speaking from their own experience.
Like, that's one of my pet peeves, though.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me I can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't do it. That's what I say.
And you're actually not
Like, you
even
can't
called
do
to
it,
do
right?
it. So you actually really can't do it because I'm called to this, therefore I can. And I think is important, and I just shared this on Instagram earlier, like, one, knowing what the Lord has said and commissioned and called you to do, and honoring that regardless whether anyone agrees or supports you. You just have to go forward. But also, I think the next step after having trust in what the Lord said is having trust that if he said it, he's giving you the capabilities to be able to execute that and live that out.
Yeah, don't try to rush it.
Yeah, don't try to rush it. Some
Even
of
if
it
you've
is
been doing it for a
development.
long time.
Yeah,
Because even when like my years started getting up, I'm like, okay, it's been like 2 years now.
yeah. And
Like,
God
why is it-
stands
like,
outside
why
of
is it
time.
not- But it's really not on my time.
It's not your timing.
So.
And thank God, because sometimes we pray for opportunities.
But I'm actually glad because like I'm level-headed. So just imagine like, oh, money. What if the money came when I was like
and you spoiled
26?
it. Yeah.
Like what? Like I'm not even.
Threw it away. Didn't know how to manage it. So before we pray for opportunity, let's pray for faithfulness to steward opportunities well. That is the precursor or the prerequisite before you get to pursuing your dreams, your ambitions, businesses, whatever it is. Make sure you pray for capacity to maintain the blessing. Make sure you're praying for community godly community, people that can support you, that can gather around you and champion you, people that can hold you up and lift you up in prayer. When you're feeling low, that you can reach out to over a phone call, maybe a text that is praying for you. Like, all of that matters before the opportunity. That's the prep work, to make sure that when you get the opportunity, that you're able to live in that abundance, to really fully embody what the Lord has for you. It's been helpful for me.
And just don't quit again.
And please don't quit.
Just do not quit. That's it.
Just build the grit. There are going to be days when you feel like it's really not working. And this is where the faith comes in, because it's walking by the invisible. It's, you know, it's yours. You know it. You can see it. You can feel it. And by seeing it, I mean you can see it in the spirit. You can see it happening for you. You can see the impact that you're going to make, the finances that you're going to have. You can see it clear as day. And then you wake up and you live in this reality, and it's contrary to that.
It's like, hey, this ain't what I was thinking.
This is not what I'm thinking. And actually, when is my moment? Actually, Lord, I'm actually getting real tired. But I love that, because you don't see it if you quit. And
If
then
you
all
quit, like,
of
what
the
if you
hard
quit
work
and then, like,
it's like
you
right
was
there
about
on
to
the
make
other
it 15
side.
minutes later. Like 15 minutes later, it would have been like,
One,
come,
like, for
come
real.
down to such and such. Now
You
quit.
sold your cameras
quit.
and you get the phone call that you've been waiting 10 years for.
And it's hard to get it back.
It is.
Like, once you sell all your stuff,
Yeah.
cause you gonna, I don't know what you're gonna spend the money on, but you about to blow it. I know that.
Yeah, that part. So don't quit. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, whose faith matches yours, or who believe a little bit bigger. It's important.
It's some people that be believing bigger than me.
You need those people. You need those people to pull you up higher.
Like, you don't want 50,000, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
bro, that's a. In my brain, I'm like, 50,
That's how I came in your life. I'm like, hold on.
I'm like 50,000.
You should be making
for what?
this much money, X amount of dollars. Like, you're selling yourself short.
I do. Sometimes.
But the Lord sends people at the right time to help fan that flame of faith and like remind you of like your own greatness.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Eternally grateful for people like you and my amazing sister friend who is behind this camera, but y'all gonna see her soon. People that continue to champion you and remind you even when you don't have it for yourself, because I'm telling you, there will be days when you have that doubt, but you just don't let the doubt win. You just press through it. And eventually the doubt, it subsides. And you just keep walking in faith till you see it.